Hello, this is the Awakening Journey with me, Zach Akhurst. I'm not doing videos anymore just because it's just you watching me walking about really, and it's easier for me and Lauren's uploads with just recording my voice really. So basically I'm doing a really quick video today about veganism, vegetarians and meat eaters. I have a plan for the future to do more long-winded videos about this, to go into a bit more depth in this. But basically recently I've been following someone on YouTube called Zen Atman. I've posted a video up. This bloke's amazing. You know, it's not like I'm just listening to him. I can feel everything he's saying, and it resonates with my whole system and my whole body. And when something does that to you, that means, you know, the information you're getting is resonating with your guidance system. So you should really feel that, you know, because that intuition is not your sixth sense, it's actually your first sense. But basically, so straight into it. Now there's a massive vegan movement at the moment. It's become very popular to be vegan, and it's a very good thing because it's the right way to go, and things are going in the right way for the direction of Earth itself. But what is happening and what the Zen has been talking about, and he goes into it great detail. I'm very simple in the way I explain things, but basically he says, and I understand it as well, as that when you come across anything which says vegan written across it, you will automatically think, this is really good for me. This is really good for me. It's got no bad stuff in it. It's not hurting any animals, which is right. It's not hurting animals, but it's hurting you. Some of the vegan foods out there has chemicals in it to make it taste like something which is meat, which is not good for you. If you come across any vegan food which comes in plastic or boxes, always read the label, because there'll be salts in it, chemicals in it, and our body does not want salts. Our body does not need these chemicals. When you look around you, how many salts do you see around you? None. In the sea, yeah, you swim in the sea, but do you actually drink the seawater? What happens when you drink seawater? You're sick. And then you get, like, obviously Himalayan salt. Well, that's not really around us. You know, it's good to be around it and let our skin breathe that in and have that to come into through our pores, but to consume it, it's not good for you, regardless of what the scientists will say and what people will say, because all that is just repeating each other from hundreds of years ago for information which is not always correct. So basically, when it comes to you being a vegan, you need to realise yourself that naturally, when you look around you, the foods we should be consuming is vegetables and fruits and grains and, you know, different types of seeds. If you look at a tree, and Zen says this as well, so I'm literally repeating what he's saying right now. When you look at a tree, you look at a tree that goes high up in the sky, and you see, you know, the fruits sort of up there, or whatever you can see up there. It will be really bright, full of water, full of goodness, and it's the reason why it's so vibrant is because of the sun. The sun is the source of everything. The sun feeds everything. Without the sun, we would not be here. Without the sun, you know, everything would collapse. Everything grows because of the sun. Now, a cow does not grow because of the sun. Essentially, it does not happen, and that is not true. The cow will have good energy flowing through it when it's naturally free, and it's breathing in the fresh air, and it's eating the grass, and it has the sun on it, or it has natural elements around it. But when you're getting people who are farming animals, injecting them with chemicals to make the growth quicker, to kill the diseases which actually that cow has, because, one second, sorry. When they're injected with these chemicals which are trying to basically kill the diseases which the cows have in the first place, because really they're actually they're unhappy, they're not happy with their surroundings, so therefore their body's expressing itself by having a disease to try and show the cow itself that, you know, the environment it's in is not a good one for its survival. But then us humans start injecting them with these chemicals, and these chemicals are fighting the diseases so then the cow can live longer to get more meat. So then once they're killed, they can make more money from that one cow. And then what do? You buy it and you eat that. You eat that chemicals, you eat that disease, you eat that cow which has not been happy for its whole life, and you stick it inside of you. Then your body, once you eat that meat, you'll become lethargic. And the reason you become lethargic is because your body is ignoring you and doing everything it can to digest this crap what you put in you, basically. So that's the only way I can explain it in the way which makes sense to me. Now, I've got nothing wrong with those who eat meat, because it's up to them. I'm not doing this through ego. The only reason why I'm doing this, I'm making this movement, is because I know that I'm here to heighten and help the vibrations of others, as well as millions of other people who are doing the same thing to try and clean up Earth. And that will not make sense to some people, and I'm not going to explain what that even means. So when you get vegetarians, and Zen mentions this as well, vegetarians means vegetables. Now he explains this in a wonderful way. The first element is earth. Now with earth, you get dirt and you can eat from the dirt. You know, you get water on earth and you can drink the water. And you get the air element and you breathe in the air. But as he says, which makes sense, you can't eat fire. You can try. Let me know how you get on with that. You can't breathe in fire. You can't bathe in fire. You just can't do that. That's because you are the fire element. That is you. You are the fire element yourself. So so when you get things what are going to grow, a plant will grow because of the sun. It will grow because it's watered, and it will grow because of the soil. You won't feed a plant a cow or a chicken. You won't feed a plant another plant's element. You won't do that. You won't feed a plant cheese or milk. You won't do that. You won't feed the plant salt either, because the plant has its own organic salt within it, and that's where we should get our salts from. When we eat plants, we will get that organic salt from the plant itself. You shouldn't consume salt what comes from halfway across the world, because we live in the UK. Yeah, I hope this is making sense. So basically, in an overall thing, the plant will grow because of water, because of sun, and because of the air. So the most important factor for us is to breathe in the air. Learn how to breathe really well. With that sun, when you're in the sun, breathe in the sun. Feel that sun energy coming within your body, coming around you. And when you're hungry, when you feel like, oh, I'm really hungry, drink some water. See how you get on then, because your body is electrical, like scientists, have proven, and it's full of water, and that's natural. Going back to the meat quickly, when you get a baby, you don't like feed the baby meat. Processed meat, yes, but that's not natural. A baby cannot eat a lump of steak until it's over the 5 years old, roughly, give or take. Some people say, well, my baby can. Well, that's because your baby has developed in one way quicker than another, but I'm sure that baby has developed in one way quicker than another in its own way. A baby will do the most growing it will ever do, and Zen says this as well, it'll ever do between 0 to 5 years. It will never grow as quick as that again. And that is without the consumption of meat. Our baby, my son is huge, healthy, big, very healthy. His mum, who still breastfeeds and will carry on breastfeeding for a very long time until he doesn't want it anymore. He's big because he just is. He just naturally is. He gets all of the right nutritional ins and outs in my language, I'm going to say. Lauren, my partner, she doesn't eat meat. She's a vegan, but she doesn't eat all that rubbish. I mean, we all every now and then will do, but then she'll deal with that and in her own time. But she is someone who lives from the earth, and he, with the milk, will get all the benefits of what she has through the milk. And she's never had meat, so he's never had an ounce of meat ever since he was first conceived. He's never had anything to do with any animal product, and he is a big boy, and he's growing very well, and he's very healthy, which shows you don't need meat. You don't need to eat meat. And like Zen says, you stick a baby in a cage of an animal, he's not going to start trying to kill that animal. He's not going to start trying to fight it or hurt it. He's not going to do that. It's because it's, you know, we're led to believe, oh well, you need protein. Where do you get your protein from? You get your protein from nuts, pumpkin seeds. Research pumpkin seeds, hemp seeds, your omegas, hemp seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds. Hemp seeds has the full branch amino acid base within it. There's so much out there you can get your proteins, your omegas, magnesiums, your potassiums, and all that from, with nothing to do with any animal. It's just there's a pattern of belief which has been passed down from those who lived, you know, in a more condensed way and a more dense way, you know. But obviously around the world it changes. You've got some people who live in very cold countries have to eat meat because they can't grow any vegetables or plants, so they have to eat meat. But I'm sure they'll hunt for that meat. They won't farm the meat. You know. But my she's going to do a video about farming animals and how it's the worst global warming effects. You know, how it's the worst pollution in the world. There's nothing more worse than that. She's going to do a video about that because that's what she knows. She knows that better than me. More information about that as well. So that's what she's going to do. So overall, if you're a vegan, that's brilliant. But remember to look after you as well. Just because you're looking out for the animal does not mean you should look out for you as well. All these industries are going to try and make loads of money from this vegan movement because they've recognised it already, and they're going to start producing things which are not good for you, but has vegan written across it. So then it will put you into a spell that you think because it says vegan, it is healthy. So I wanted to make that video, and yeah, any comments or anything like that, you know, just whatever you want to say about this video is, you know, it's completely open. But I want to end this by saying, if someone was to walk past me and eat meat, I would not judge them 100%. But I would not judge them because that is their way. That is their way. That is their growth, and that is who they are. I have nothing against that at all. That is completely up to them. And you know, even the smell of meat, it's like it smells nice. You know, I'll walk into a place, if I smell meat, I'll be like, that smells well nice. You know, and I'll miss eating it because it tasted nice, but it's not good for my body. Okay, well, have a good day. Talk to you soon. Thank you.